Hey everybody, it's Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming with another Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous video, and today we are looking at the Crusader system feature for the Lich path that has to do with their intermediate units. So we will also be having a video coming out later today that is talking about the advanced units. So for reference, your beginner units you start out with that utilize the special system for the Lich path are the skeleton and the zombie, and these are going to be the intermediate ones that are going to be relatively early in Act 3, mid-Act 3 maybe, and then the advanced ones, you will not get an access to them until Act 5. Now, for those that don't know, the Lich Path has a unique way of dealing with getting their unique units. They get a big penalty to how expensive mercenaries are and how few basically units kind of just get recruited, but instead you get a system that anytime you kill units in combat, those units are worth a certain value, and when you meet certain thresholds, you're just going to basically raise from the dead certain types of units into your armies for free. So when you start out in Act 3, when you pick Lich Path, you're going to basically get access to skeletons and zombies. Now, I already went over those in my complete Lich guide that goes from unlock to the transformation, so do check those out. But now I'm going to talk to you about the intermediate units. So when you get this mission, and it's not really mission, it's an advisor will come to your court, your citadel. It will literally say Undead Advisor. This should proc pretty closely after you get the two advisors that come to court, meaning the Necromancer lady and then the Vampire. And I had that proc after I came back from the Mysterious Place. So that should give you some reference if you are following along. Now, the first option is to allow you to get Skeleton Sharpshooters. And that you're going to get those for every 1,230 basically value of enemies killed after a victory. The second option is going to be Skeletal Champions. That's all at 1,500 value. And the most expensive ones are going to be the Vampires at 1,770. So those are your three options. When you choose one, you will not get the other two. So that's important to note. Now we will go ahead and take a look at them in combat. I'll show you how they kind of look, how they fight in just a moment. So stay tuned. So we'll start by looking at Skeletal Sharpshooters, which look pretty cool, and they got little crossbows, it looks like. So they have 46 health, 14 AC of 1 damage reduction, which actually isn't bad defensively. And they have especially 21 to 28 damage. Big thing for them, like all undead, it seems like they're immune to fear, poison, disease, death, sleep, cold and negative energy, and also immune to being nauseated, fatigued, and sickened, and that can help out. Now, they're not as powerful as, let's say, for comparison sake, the marksmen, which are basically free units, not free units, but some of the best units you can recruit. And for them, for reference, they have 17 AC. They have less hit points, 23, but they do a massive 33 to 40 damage. So again, we're comparing 33 to 40 versus 21 to 28. The Skeleton Sharpshooters have a little bit less AC, but they do have damage reduction and they have double the hit points. The big differentiator here, though, is that these are basically, you're going to get them for free as you kill enemies. So considering that, and also that the Sharpshooters, they are not immune to anything. So they are susceptible to all these negative effects. All that combined, these are not bad units. Again, they won't do quite as much damage. They'll do, about 66% of the damage of the marksman, but nevertheless, excellent units, especially considering the mechanics that the Necromancer used. Alright, next we're going to take a look at Skeletal Champions. They look pretty cool. They got like a one-handed, I don't know what that is, some sort of axe, shield. Look pretty tough and meaty. They actually have a really good AC at 19 AC combined with 3 damage reduction and 97 health. And then on top of that, they actually do 13 to 20 damage. So this is a really nice combination of stats. And then don't forget, on top, they have all the usual immunities for undead units. So their big weakness, obviously, is they only move 2, but they are quite effective uh, as far as potential damage. And if you were to just kind of combine them, I know this is not apples to apples, but Hell Knights, which are kind of, we talk about cavalry units for them, they have 23 AC, 161 health, and they do 5 to 12 damage. So considering that these are like close range kind of tanky melee units, they do a lot more damage per unit using this Masterwork Battle Axe than the cavalry. So again, very reasonable units, quite a bit different than the when we had the crossbowmen that we just looked at. But depending on how you want to build up your retinue, this is a decent option. All right, finally, we're going to look at the vampires. And spoiler alert, if you can't tell here, this is my main army currently. I chose the vampires. They are the most expensive, but these guys are absolutely ridiculous. So why are they so great? Number one, they have speed 5. That's the same speed as cavalry. They have all the same undead immunities. They have a massive 192 hit points, 22 AC, as well as 3 damage reduction. Now, they don't do very much damage, 2 to 8, but they basically have innate life leech, and it is bonkers. They basically can keep themselves self-sustained. They are kind of the ultimate tanks. When they attack, look at that. They just healed for 6,600 health. Now, granted, I have 735 of them, but they heal a lot. You do not have to worry about them kind of dying. You don't have to heal them constantly. They are, again, versatile. You can get them into flanking positions, especially considering that your undead are very weak. So they're very versatile, very good. Again, all 3 options are extremely viable. But I do feel like even though these are the most expensive, they seem to be the best overall. Unless you are on purpose going with a pure kind of skeletal army, going for that theme, then awesome. But otherwise, these vampires are really badass. Alright guys, well, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure to check out my advanced unit guide that is going to be coming out today as well, to check out the 3 advanced options that you will get to choose from in Act 5. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell to be notified when new videos come out. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.